long step back from the time we started back in 2006 and then 2008 when the Aman Foundation was created. And it really was all about Faiza's thinking around doing more into the social sector in Pakistan.
I think the whole point was to actually start investing into niches where other people were not willing to do anything, and there are a lot of gaps.
We have to feed people. We have to make sure that they have the means of looking after themselves through education, whether it's vocation or going through a schooling system. And finally, you have to look after their health. So if you look after these three issues, then their ability to look after themselves is amplified. And that's really how an institutional basis for giving was created.
I think the greatest motivator for us to have created the Aman Trust and then the Aman Foundation has been to transform lives. You have to give people the dignity of choice. And it's the only way in which we're going to be able to make the world a better place.
What we do is to give people the long-term choice. And that to us is our long-term vision.
I feel very, very satisfied and humbled actually when I have friends come up and will say, well, you know, your ambulance saved my father's life, my mother's life, my child's life. Someone will come up and say, oh, you know, somebody from our staff sent their son or daughter to the Aman Vocational Institute and now they have a job. It's going to affect lives and society at many different levels. We have been a convener of sorts in a way. We have been able to organize conferences and seminars. And in terms of direct interventions where we have already touched the lives over 1 million people, has been that vaccinations of children under the age of 2 has increased from 50% to 90%. We have always tried to operate behind the scenes. I think this comes from an initial premise which we have grown up with. Your left hand must not know what your right hand is doing.
I think the scale of our intervention at a certain point dictated the fact that we had to step forward and for people to know what we were doing. Today, the Aman Foundation is increasingly beginning to attract donor capital from multilateral agencies, from other foundations, letting us use their money to make a change in other people's lives.
It is very important to be transparent. It is very important for the world to see what is actually happening, and it's really important to be able to measure the impact.
The more you measure, the more clarity you provide, the more governance you show to the world at large that your foundation is experiencing, the more people will come in and support that effort. And we created an organization that we felt would act as a beacon and as a light for more and more extremely talented people to come in and make a difference in society whilst earning a fantastic standard of living.
Whatever you can do, it doesn't matter. You need to start somewhere, whether it is with a smile, whether it is with giving your time, whether it is with giving funds. Anything you do is always going to lead to the betterment of humankind and society.